Hey folks, John Cantera, the Double Broker Bounty Hunter here. Trying to get this going on Instagram. I think it finally is live on Instagram, so I apologize for the delay. This is a special report that we are putting out. We've got an issue being publicized by OTR Solutions, a fraud alert that they've just issued that we want to get out to everybody. Before that, though, we do need to say that this is sponsored by AccuBid Pro. If you are new to the industry, especially if you're new to the industry, the best way to succeed is to know your costs. And there's no better way to track your costs than with AccuBid Pro.
Do you know your cost per mile? Have you been hitting your profit margins? Do you struggle with bidding in a way that is both profitable and competitive? Would it be worth it to have all this information right in front of you? By calculating your cost per mile, AccuBid Pro helps you stay profitable in an industry still struggling to recover. In order to calculate your cost per mile, AccuBid Pro asks you questions about your business expenses. Our goal is to help you understand what you need to keep operating in order to keep up with the game and maintain your business. Enter your origin and destination, and we show you what you should bid based on your personal cost per mile in order to be profitable, even including a more detailed breakdown of each bid. Download the app today and get your 30-day free trial of AccuBid Pro, available on the App Store and Google Play. Bid smarter, bid faster, bid better with AccuBid Pro.
So let's go ahead and get into the nitty-gritty of this up-and-coming scam. I think we've had a sound issue. I think it's been fixed. Boy, I'll tell you, one of the issues about doing live stuff is things happen. Okay, so here is the nitty-gritty of what is going on. OTR has just sent out a release to OTR customers about a fraud that's being perpetrated across the industry. We have seen this once before out of our own Double Broker Bounty Hunter network, and it appears to be starting to blossom in a large way. So what is basically happening is that carriers are being targeted by these scammers, in which they are representing themselves as a reputable organization, whether that be a brokerage or a factoring company or another large carrier, and asking the carrier to allow for someone to lease onto them so that they can go ahead and operate. Because there is some brand recognition with whoever is making the referral, a carrier would typically say, okay, this seems to be legit, and go ahead and lease on the new entity. Well, the fact of the matter is no loads are ever being run. There's a lot of paperwork shuffling around going on. This is very similar to the impersonated shipper scam that we talk about in our weekly webinar. So what's basically happening is there's a bunch of paperwork transitioning back and forth between the two scamming entities, and that leads both the factoring company and the carrier to believe that something is actually going on. During that time, funds are being placed by the factoring company into the account of the carrier. The carrier then pays out to who he thinks is leased on to them in terms of a settlement. And once everyone starts getting wise that it's actually a scam and no cargo is actually moving, then all parties disappear and the carrier is out thousands of dollars. So that is the essential breakdown of this particular type of scam. This is very new. As we see, these scammers are constantly evolving in how they try to do business. And this is kind of a fiendish one that really screws over carriers extensively. So that is a real big problem. Thank you, Gretchen. Appreciate that. OTR recommends some points of due diligence. I'm throwing that up on the screen for everybody. Do your due diligence before leasing trucks under your authority. Ask for truck ownership documents, including COIs, ELD logs, etc., etc. Consider looking at the equipment and meeting drivers in person. I always recommend doing this whenever you're going to go into business with somebody, especially if money is changing hands. It's far safer to shake somebody's hand and get to know them as an individual, instead of just trying to trust the internet to tell you that they are secure. Personal relationships are always the best. Leasing with someone you know and trust will reduce that risk. Be cautious of offers that sound too good to be true. Man, I don't know how many times I've got to beat this drum, but if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Verify absolutely everything. If it feels off, don't hesitate to reach out to somebody and get a gut check from someone who can help you identify that it's a scam. Your factoring companies can help. You can contact us. We can help you try to determine what kind of situation you might be involved in and how to address that situation if it should ever come up again. So again, there is a new scam out there. This is a lease on scam where a good named third party recommends a owner operator to a carrier to lease on. And during the course of business, as the carrier is paying out the owner operator for the work that they're doing, we come to find out that no loads are actually moving. This is a coordinated scam between somebody who is supposedly a broker and supposedly an owner operator. There is paperwork that's shuffled around, and then once you submit it to your factoring company, it is paid out to you. You then pay it out to the owner operator, and the money disappears. And of course, eventually, the factoring company is going to come back to the carrier looking to get that money back because we find out that's all a scam. Carriers, you can be screwed out of thousands doing this. So pay attention to what you are doing. If you ever have any questions, you know how to reach us. We can always help. Contact us at jcantera@vigilanttransport.com, or you can hit my show email at jcantera@stopthescampodcast.com, and we can help you in any way possible. As a reminder, our program, Stop the Scam, is live every Monday, 1 p.m. Central, on all the Lounge Media Group media outlets. Please, whatever you do, stay safe out there, and don't let scammers take you for a ride.